What's going on, guys? Crashendo here, and today we are making a Ramble video. Now, before you close out of the video, because I know a lot of people dislike Ramble videos, this is going to be a video, I guess, discussing a few important topics as well as changes to the future of the, I guess, YouTube content. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So I'm going to be crafting some sapphires in the background as part of something that I'll be talking about in a bit. But to start off, I was recently working on a secondary account. It was a raiding alt, and I was going to be raiding on Crashendo plus that account at the same time. Now, unfortunately, yesterday they made an update to raids that pretty much made the raid alt an impossible feat because, you know, you run into Tecton and Vespula and Vanguards more often, which means I can't really sit in the back and AFK in rooms like skeletal mages and stuff like that because you don't get those as often anymore, which is kind of a bit demotivating. Honestly, I was really looking forward to raiding on two accounts at once, especially the fact that I got to play on a brand new account and build it up, so it was really enjoyable. But unfortunately, we're kind of at this point where that's not going to happen anymore, so we're tossing the account to the side for now. We're not going to completely forget about it, but we're tossing it to the side. I'll be resuming it in the future if I ever do decide to burn out of Crashendo because, one, I don't want to go from Crashendo to a hardcore. I just feel that is really stupid. And two, it saves me from de-ironing or having to, I guess, worry about doing something, and I can do a road to max on that account as well. So that's basically it for that account talk right there. But as far as the hardcore Ironman goes, I've been playing on that account a bit. Now, when I say a bit, I mean like literally a bit. Maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes every other day, just trying to get some levels so we can, I guess, come back to the hardcore at some time and do something. And that's basically all I've been doing, so you might see a few clips from the hardcore Ironman in the next Life After the Cape video because there's not enough hardcore Ironman clips to make a whole hardcore Ironman episode. So I'm probably going to throw them into the Life After the Cape video, and we'll see how it goes. If you guys don't like that, then I can, I guess, save them up for an individual hardcore Ironman episode, but it would probably take like 2 months at this point at the rate that I'm playing on the account to actually output an episode of hardcore Ironman content only. Additionally to that, though, I would like to say that I do have future plans for the hardcore Ironman, especially once we finish all of the major requiring attention stuff on Crashendo. So do not lose hope. The hardcore Ironman series will make a return, but right now I'm just not feeling it. And even though I know that my channel would probably grow more if I did hardcore Ironman, I'm not really looking to, I guess, expand my channel with content that I don't enjoy doing. It's just not something that I've ever really done, so I'm not going to worry about doing it right now. But we will go back to the hardcore Ironman at some point in the future when it becomes more appealing to me. But until then, Crashendo, and potentially, if I do burn out of Crashendo, the road to max on a main account. So those are probably the two, I guess, series updates that will be happening probably sometime during this year. Honestly, I have quite a long time to go on Crashendo for raids, so we'll see how that one works out. But in other news, additionally to the raid alt ruining update yesterday, they did a Q&A, and on the Q&A they answered a question about double death runes at level 99 rune crafting, and they straw polled it. It got like 72%, which is pretty cool. I would really like this because it helps me so much with my goal of 200 mil magic, and pretty much the way that it looks like is if it got pulled in game, it's either going to get anywhere between 68 to 76% because Twitch straw polls generally tend to fluctuate by about 4% either way of whatever it landed at, so we'll see how it goes. Now, that being said, if it does come out, we only need about 300,000 more pure essence until we have 200 mil magic banked worth of essence, which means that we only need to use up about 1.1 million pure essence, which will only take about a month, surprisingly. And if we do that, then we can start harvesting blood runes, and we can actually start playing on the hardcore Ironman while we do that, because that is fairly AFK. So that would be pretty amazing. But we really gotta hope for that. And also we gotta get the Kodai insignia, which is RNG based, so you know, we're not any more closer to it now than we were on our first raid, so that's a bit shitty, but you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully we get lucky on that. We get it sometime soon. Additionally, ancestral pieces would be very much appreciated as long as they're not duplicates. So I already have the hat and I don't have any other piece, so it would be nice to get other pieces of ancestral, but they're not needed for 200 mil magic. They're just niceties. I think if I had the ancestral top and bottom, it would save me a total of, I think it's like 80k death runes, which really isn't that much, but it saved me a decent amount of death runes. So hopefully we can get those as well as the Kodai insignia, but I would much rather have the Kodai insignia over anything that raids can offer me. So after that, basically I did some looking at the high scores and everything, because I've never really paid attention to the high scores ever since I made it onto the front page and sat comfy at a rank, but recently we have dropped down almost off the front page, and I would actually like to get back to a comfortable position on the front page, if that makes sense. So right now, if I just load up the RuneScape high scores in another tab real quick, I can go ahead and I can see that we're currently rank 23 at 449 million experience. Rank 24 has 447 million, and rank 25 442 million. So there's 7 million experience between me and rank 25, and I would like to at least get to about rank 15, which means that I need to get a total of 54 million experience. Now keep in mind that other people will be gaining experience the entire time while we're doing this, so this is gonna be a bit difficult. Unfortunately, we don't have like a ton of banked experience, but we do have a decent amount of it. I have almost 2 million banked experience worth of grapes. I have 2.4k sharks to cook, so that's a decent amount there. I have tons of herbs to use, but those will require me to go get secondaries. I have planks that I can use. I have gold ore that I can use. Basically, I have a lot of stuff that I can use up and gain some quick power XP. But other than that, we're probably going to have to see what we can do for XP. I'm not really sure what we will go ahead and do, but we'll try and see what's the best outcome for us. But other than that, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you weren't too bored by this video. That was basically just me rambling on about a few things that I needed to touch base on. But lastly, another huge thing that a lot of people keep asking me, am I going to be de-ironing? Short answer, no. Long answer, not anytime in the foreseeable future. So, once again, thank you guys for watching or listening, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you, hopefully, in a week and a half after this video for Life After the Cape, the next episode.